Hey, what's going on? Miguel, host of Life Full Circle Radio. Welcome to the show today. Today, a lot going on. This crazy weekend as now Puff Daddy has now all the stuff he said he was lying, and Cassie was lying, everybody was lying, and now the video that came out and they wasn't lying. So we're gonna talk about that. FAMU is graduation season, and FAMU got scammed by somebody with a CBS mask on his face when he did his speech, and so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Harrison Buckner, which is also, he did a graduation speech as a kicker from Kansas City Chiefs. People say it's like a Handmaid's Tale what he was talking about. And an Iranian president is dead, and so that's not a good thing. All right, kid, can you hear me fine? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me fine? Okay. All right, good. All right, social media, we're already live here on the YouTubes, and then of course, if you're over there on Twitch or if you're on Facebook, we're a little bit everywhere, but of course you can follow us all day, every day on other social platforms. What's going on, super producer?
What's going on? I'm so ready to talk today. There's so much stuff. I had to post the show because there's so much stuff to talk about. I was going to take these out. There's no reason to have them in.
Okay.
There's so much stuff to discuss. I feel like we take a break for the weekend, stuff get busy, and then the world just decides, hey, all the hot topics for the entire month are just going to all happen at one time. Enjoy.
Yo, it's wild. When everything started to go down with, with this video with Diddy, this is one of those situations where anybody's out here trying to apologize for Diddy, stop. Just stop. It's a wrap, son.
And
go ahead.
I do have respect for some of the men who did support him in the very beginning. A lot of them have come out and said, so I messed up. I was wrong. I take it back. Were you a Diddy supporter?
I wasn't a Diddy supporter, but I'm not quick to just jump just because somebody said something happened. I need more because we know.
Okay, I remember that show because I was like, no, I believe Cassie. So let's recap real quick for those who don't know. And there's nobody of any walk of life. I don't care if you somebody grandma living in a nursing home in a Jewish community center down in Miami, all the way up to the biggest rappers. Yeah. India, Japan, everybody has now seen the video of Diddy at the Los Angeles Intercontinental Hotel of Diddy attacking Cassie.
Yep.
And I'm not just talking about they got into a fight and he swung on her. Not like that'd be any better. I'm talking she is running down a hallway trying to get away from him.
Yep.
He's now chasing her with a towel around his waist. And this is a hotel what looked like broad daylight. It looked like it was sunshine coming through. It looked like it was a nighttime video. He comes up behind her, snatches her by the back of the head, throws her to the ground, grabs her stuff, then proceeds to kick her multiple times, tries to drag her down the hallway, all while trying to hold a towel, by the way. He never put on clothes. Yeah. Take that down. Nope, pause it.
Why?
Because they'll flag our video. They'll flag the reposting. Sorry. They've been...
Okay.
YouTube has been very diligent about making sure that video, whether it's edited or not, it flags your video, and your video is not even just copyrighted. Your video is just removed. So that's why we can't show it.
Well, there you go.
But it's sad in so many ways. One, a lot of people didn't believe Cassie, but in her lawsuit, she described this exact incident. And people were able to match up the video to what she said verbatim. And it's really sad. What are your...
Yeah, no, it is sad. I mean, it's no question about it. As someone who, proudly am raising. Well, I've raised one who's kind of out the house, even though she's here today.
She's here. One foot in, one foot out.
Yeah. No, she's very responsible and living her life now. But when I look at this situation, it's so disheartening that men like this exist. Men like this, they do this and unapologetically, and it's just sad, man. It's just sad that people live these type of lives and they're looking to dominate folks, and they used and yeah, he kicked her twice. He slapped her.
While she was down on the ground.
Yeah, man. This is wretched. There's no question.
It is.
And there's people like Mace that are coming out and now like this makes sense why Mace said I'm out of here, at the height of his career. It does make you question, the death of the mysterious deaths and incarcerations of Loon and Shine, and of course everybody talking about that Diddy has cops on the payroll in L.A. and the whole situation with Biggie, and
Who
it's
was the rapper with the last name Curry? Didn't he die too, or wasn't he really
no,
sick?
no. Mark Curry is still around. He's just he's still around. He's written a book. He wrote a book about 10 years ago. He started to bubble up about him with all this going on. Here's the funny thing about Mark Curry. I remember he was on whatever song he was on. He was never somebody that I recognized. Like when they said Mark Curry, former Bad Boy artist Mark Curry, I was like, who is Mark Curry? And then when they played the song, I said, oh, I remember that song, but I never put his face to anything. He could have walked next to me at the bar and I wouldn't have known who he was.
I'm with you. I
Yeah.
couldn't pick him out of the lineup. I
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
couldn't.
So when I think about this situation with Diddy and how powerful he still is. We had conversations about like what he did, and now he's no longer attached to Revolt and things he's done in business. You got to separate yourself from what you saw with success in business and the man is trash. It's hard to say anything else but that.
And a lot of people are wondering how this video came out. There's a lot of speculation about
Mm-hmm.
it. So, according to inside sources, he paid $50,000 for this video. And he was the one with the only copy because the Intercontinental Los Angeles is no longer technically in existence. It
Okay.
was bought and sold, renamed. So, whatever people that work there no longer work there,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. What a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people think happened, and I agree with, is that in the raid, they found this video. And
Mm.
because they know that the statute of limitations is over, this video technically isn't really evidence in what they're looking for. They're looking for evidence for other stuff. So people think that the FBI or Homeland Security leaked it because it has no pertinence to their cases for him, right? Like they're looking at sex trafficking and almost RICO stuff. This is something completely different. So them leaking it, who cares? It's just a thing.
Yeah, because here's the thing, as you said, this isn't what they're pursuing, but
Nope.
they're already prepping the jury pool, right? For people who have had
Tainting the
questions,
jury pool is the
uh,
real word that we're looking
well,
for.
for the people who had question about Diddy and what he was doing and who he was, um, the questions are gone. And I'm of a generation. I'm a Gen Xer like he is, man. That whole Bad Boy Diddy movement for the better part of 10 years, every summer. It was all
Oh
the
yeah.
time. It was, they were the soundtrack. When the conversation with the verses, and of course, people forget verses and how big it was during the pandemic. But when it was like the conversation around having a verses in person with Bad Boy versus So Def was like epic conversation because of how important that music was to a generation. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
this ruins all of that. The conversation now is he in the R. Kelly? And I think we had this conversation on air about whether or not Diddy is in the R. Kelly territory. And I kind of had a him and a haw about it because the R. Kelly is just so terrible. This
Yes.
is underage girls and all of that. But
But
at this point,
now,
I don't put grown women in the space directly with underaged women or
of course not.
girls. But this is bad. This is this
It
is this is bad.
there is no other way to describe it. It's definitely very, very bad. And after this video came out, um there's been commentary. Stephen A. Smith actually made a very interesting comment, and I'm the only person on the planet who agrees with Stephen A. Smith.
Mm,
Stephen A. Smith said that the Diddy video is worse than the Ray Rice video, and people were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you would say that! Like, it's all abuse." And what he's saying is because it is all abuse. I mean, it's one
mm-hmm,
of those things where would you like to eat dog poop or cat poop? Nobody wants to eat poop, but you got to pick one. The reason why I agree with him is because in the Ray Rice video, him and his wife were in an elevator actively arguing,
yeah,
actively drunk, actively
yeah,
arguing in each other's face. He swung
yeah,
on her. He shouldn't
yeah,
have done that. That
right,
was wrong.
yeah,
In the Diddy video, she is running away with
yeah,
nothing but what looked like a backpack in a lunchbox, in a sweatshirt, trying to get on the elevator, and he
yeah,
chases her down and attacks her. That's why I agree with Stephen A. Smith saying that this
yeah,
video is worse.
yeah. I'm glad you still listen to Steve A. Smith because he annoys the hell out of me. I don't
It
listen to
came
much
up
of
in
him.
the feed. You know how the feed be like, "Ooh, you watch this, you might like Stephen A. Smith yelling at you, sounding
Right.
like an old
Yeah,
country
yeah, right,
pastor."
right. You might like Steve Smith yelling. Um, Yes, I agree. This is worse than Ray Rice to me. It is, and because whatever happened in that room between him and Cassie, she was separating herself from him to
Yes.
say, "I'm gone. I'm out. I got my bag. I'm bouncing." And what he did was he asserted himself. He asserted his dominance over her, physically. Whatever his words were that was trying to assert the dominance in the room, it wasn't enough because she said, "I'm out. I'm finally leaving you. I'm out." I heard people say they were together 8 to 10 years. I'm like, I'm not paying no attention to that stuff. It ain't my
It
business.
was 10 years. They were
Yeah.
together 10 years.
You know,
And people keep saying, well, why didn't she run away? Why didn't she leave him? This was a video of her trying to leave and getting
yeah,
drugged back.
yeah,
That's why she
yeah,
didn't leave. And
yeah.
then people don't know how many times that she's done it. But let's get into the other part of this is that after everybody's commentary, this video dropped, Diddy comes out with an apology. If you would like to pay his little raggedy ass apology, you can feel free. You gonna play it?
Well, if you'd have gave me a little bit more time to cue it up.
Here, I'll keep talking. He came out with his apology video. No one is buying it. And what made it even funnier is it looked like he got on the plane and he's wherever Russell's butt is.
Where
Bali.
Russell Simmons is.
He got a little bamboo ceiling. It's a bamboo ceiling and he's wearing like a white t-shirt. And he's talking to the camera. And it seems very performative while he's pulling that up because, oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into the dumb stuff.
Oh my God. All right. So here we go. All right.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that the end of it? Okay.
That's not.
You go first.
That's enough. That's enough. Two things can be true at the same time. It can be performative as hell. And he realizes right now, dude, your career as a public figure is over. Your whole persona. Now, obviously, I'm assuming as wealthy as he is, he's got enough investments, hopefully, that he's not counting on that money still coming in every day because of music and performance, because ain't nobody gonna book you to perform shit. That ain't happening. Whatever the music is, the music is. You lost the liquor sponsorship, last year. The television station is no more, right? You can't. Now, who knows what the deal is with that? But the bottom line is the wealth that he's amassed over the years is because he lacked self-control. And so getting in front of that camera and talking about, because at this point, there is no dance. There is no longer she lying, about besmirching my name and da-da-da. Dude, we just saw you in 4K run down 4K. The hallway, 4K. Chasing this girl down, kicking her, dragging her, and there's nothing else to say. So now he's just trying to do the best he can to save whatever he can
But
save.
The reason why I think another reason why his apology is so hollow is that you've been calling this girl a liar.
Yeah.
All these, they're, like you said, besmirch my name and I have to defend myself and I would never do this. And the lawyer coming out saying this is spurious and this is that and this is fake. You settled with her after 24 hours and that was suspect for everybody. That already let people know, that's a little weird. But now after seeing this video, now we all know, no, it's not weird. This girl, if this is what you did in a public hallway at a well-known establishment hotel in LA, imagine what you're doing behind closed doors.
That means
what's happening
no
behind closed doors?
You're exactly correct. Huh?
No, I'm just saying, what happened behind closed doors?
Yeah, exactly. It probably was much worse, right? And it ain't just the physical with this. This is you can imagine the mental anguish that this woman was going through in this relationship with Diddy. It's I go back to the video. It's a video that's been out on social and almost like a GIF now where he's just talking. He's on the phone. He's finishing a deal, and he's just like, I'm a savage, and he breaks the slams. Have you seen that video? He breaks the phone down and he told, give me something else, and he's like losing. It's like, and on one end, probably then I felt like that. Oh man, he's passionate. He's closing the deal. Oh my goodness, Joe, this is something to. No, this dude has anger issues. Major anger issues that now have come to a head.
He has.
And Size, how they say you snapping. Say you snapping. So, are you frozen? Hello. There you go. All right.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on.
Hello.
I'm trying to get my video to catch up because I was trying to pull up a video for our next story, and I
What's the next story? What video?
I'm so annoyed with this, and I'm annoyed with the women. Huh?
No, what story you said you was trying to pull up a video? Let me see if I can pull up. What are you trying to pull up?
Oh, the FAMU donation scandal. If you want to pull that up, because I tried to pull it up on my end and I messed up my feed. I'm delayed a little bit, but I'm annoyed by this because I also don't like seeing. I appreciate all the men who are celebrities who are coming out and saying how they made a mistake, and a lot of them are being very bold with their apologies to women and saying, "Hey, we believe them, we shouldn't have." I appreciate those men, but I'm more disgusted with the women and certain people in the comments saying, "Oh, fat ass Kelly Price." This loudmouth, bad body, built like a Buick bitch had the nerve, and I'm cussing for a reason, guys, had the nerve to say that he has two sides, a light side, and he should be praying and grace and blah, 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 blah. Are you serious? This man called you ugly to your face years ago when you were supposed to be in a music video where you were singing the hook, and he called you fat, black, and ugly. Now, fast forward to now, of all the times you should be defending him, you defend him when he's actually on video hitting a woman? That he needs grace?
Yeah.
What?
Man, these people are weird. They're weird, man. They are weird. At this point, you get to the point where you just kind of like back away. The dude with back, it's above me now. It's it's gone. Diddy is going to be whoever Diddy is going to be for the next whatever years of his life because he's still.
But silence is free. Nobody is asking a lot of these famous people, famous women to come out and apologize or say he needs prayer. Nobody. And are you also posting on certain comments or certain pages about Cassie saying, "Hey, Cassie, I hope you're doing well. I hope you are taking care of yourself and your family." Yeah. I hope that you are getting the therapy you need and deserve. No one. It's Kelly.
Crazy.
You're annoying, and you've been annoying since we saw your big butt on R&B Divas. We knew about you.
So before we get out this story, I had a conversation with and shout out to Lisa Bonner. Lisa Bonner, you can look her up, and she's been on CNN quite a few times the last few days. I'm trying to think. Did I interview her on this show, or was it or did I do it on my other show on Chamber Live? I think I did Chamber.
You did your other show because when she was coming on here, you wanted her to talk about Diddy, and she told you she couldn't yet.
So she did come on this show. I'm trying to remember when she came. Anyway, point being is I ran into Lisa at an NBAF event a couple of months back, and we had a short conversation about this Diddy situation. People, you can look her up, Lisa Bonner. She's an entertainment lawyer. She knows more about this stuff, obviously, because she's in the business. And when I was questioning, like I was questioning on our show, the validity and the stories. And my question with her is that the way that this case was settled that quickly, or the way that there was a sexual abuse allegations, like where's the line was kind of the premise of my question, which I still feel is a question, but she looked at me and she gave me that look like, just wait. That's the look she gave me. She was like, just wait. She said, this stuff with Diddy is much deeper than that. I said, okay, I'm going to trust your word. I'm going to wait. Like, I'm not in the business. I'm not dealing. And here we go. And you guys can look her up. See Lisa Bonner, CNN. She's been out there. Follow her on Instagram. She's been doing it. I may pull it up for the show's out. So anyway, so Diddy's in trouble. Let's move on. How do we not put the Jasmine Crockett Marjorie Taylor Greene on our list of things, because that thing is blowing.
It's in her what? That's a her what section. We got to let's get through the hardcore stuff, and then we gonna
Oh my God!
go
This
to
AI,
the
the
Real
stuff that's being
Housewives
made.
of Congress.
The Real Housewives of Congress. All
I
right,
don't know what to.
So where are we going next?
We are going to the scam of all scams, and that would be this donation of Gregory Jerami.
Just so you guys know, who may be the first time you tune into the show, our lovely super producer is a graduate of the beautiful Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
Proud graduate
Of FAMU.
Make that point.
And this dude with his raggedy, he got raggedy mask all over the place. He's on the screen, kid. Well, which one is this? He had the raggedy white one on before. This one is whatever it is.
Let's go into this.
Go into this, because I want to know what your alumni. I want to know what y'all are saying about this stuff. Give us some lowdown. What's going on?
It's so all over the place. So Gregory Germani actually donated, like a not a donation. What do they call it when it's a big gift?
It's a donation.
It has a name.
But it was a stock. But go ahead, you finish the story.
Yeah, so $23 million is what he wanted to give to Florida University, which is one of the largest donations ever given to an HBCU.
Is he a FAMU grad?
No.
Okay.
No. Ew. No. Because if it was a FAMU grad, he'd be in my class, and I don't remember seeing him.
Oh, so y'all the same age?
Okay. I know we're a big university, but not to I did every light skinned boy in my class. Like I would have met him. He's light skinned. I would have known who he was. Okay. Anyway,
all right.
He donated $23 million, and it was the value of his stock.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were questioning it because he looks a little unkempt, a little scrappy dude. He just doesn't look a normal donor for FAMU.
He don't have no $23 million.
He doesn't. And I've seen a lot of the donors for FAM. They come to the school, maybe not in a suit and tie, but they've got money. They look well kept. So what ended up happening was a lot of people started digging into his past, and it ended up being a back and forth thing between certain people saying, "Oh, why are we looking at gift horse in the mouth?" Oh, actually, no, it wasn't 23 million. It was 238 million.
It was 238.
Sorry, $238 million in stock from his company. And the company that he owns is called the Batterson Farms Corp. Now, when this first came out, I did my research because I'm me. I was like, this is really weird. A $238 million gift? That's just so odd to me. I mean, I'm not going to say universities don't get this, but even white universities don't get this. When's the last time you heard a white university getting a gift of this much money? Unless somebody died.
Well, that's pretty relative because white folks gift their... But go ahead, keep moving.
Yes, when they die. When they die, they're like, oh, the estate left all this money to the school. But anyway, so I went on his website. Can you pull up his website real quick and I can point it out what the issues with the website that should have already been audited by the people who should have done more research on the gift. So it's Batterson, Batterson. Actually, I think I can just
Batterson.
Want me to? I'll put it in the
All right, is it Batterson Farm Corp?
BattersonFarmCorp.com. Go ahead and pull it up and share the screen. Okay. You're in digital marketing. How does this website look to you?
Looks like it was built by Wix.
Exactly. It looks like it was built by Wix. Now that is
a lot of wealthy people don't know what the heck they're doing, but keep moving, keep going.
These are all stock photos. Now there's a specific page I want you to look at. Is there a drop-down menu somewhere?
I'm assuming if it's controversial, they should have removed it by now.
It's still on the online site, but this is his website, and this is one thing I wanted to, let me see if it's on here at all. Click, there should be they might have just removed the menu, but here's what everybody is looking at. I'm going to put this on my screen. Okay. Do you see the woman on my screen that's on my phone?
What is her name?
Her name is Kim Abbott. This is not a picture of Kim Abbott. This is a picture of a congresswoman from Mississippi who has already come out and said, I have no idea how my photo got on this website. I have nothing to do with this person. Yeah. Why do you have fake information on your site? You only have stock photos on your site. Yeah. Then if you go to his contact us page.
Well, I think we can do that. Let me see if that's still here. Well, it just is. All of this you're talking about, they probably have removed if it's really bad, like you're making it out to be, right? Contact us is right here.
Scroll down there. Okay, there used to be a form right there.
Right.
And the
They're
form,
not going to leave it there. It's like, especially if it's here's an email us. No,
well, it didn't need to be. They didn't need to remove it because it didn't work. The person who added the form to the website forgot to add color to it.
Is this the one you're talking about?
Oh, they fixed it. That didn't look like that last week.
Okay, yeah.
It was everything was white. The words, the background, everything was white.
All right, so let's so now that
oh wait, one more thing. Go back to the screen. If you notice,
okay,
we work with Miguel Lloyd Media. My email address is Kia@LightfulCircleRadio or Kia@Miguel Lloyd Media. What do those emails say?
Gmail.
Those are Gmail emails.
So going back to his 237 million. So when did it hit the fan, Miss Researcher? When it's all said, and George Jerami still in.
As soon as he got his bum ass on stage, that's when it hit the fan. When people saw him. That's
you just potty mouth today, man. My goodness.
I'm sorry. I said 2 cuss words.
There's mounted evidence of donation and donor are not what they seem. When he gifted, it was held the largest act of philanthropy in HBCU history. On May 4th, when he addressed the audience, graduates, their families, friends, and alumni, he proclaimed applause. The money is in the bank, but it wasn't.
Now, he donated money to another university, and the university was trying to just get some verifications on certain things. He was pushing back, and they ended up not getting any of the money. He kept saying, oh, well, they were pushing back too much. Well, they have to verify the funds, sir. You can't just say, I'm giving a gift, and then be weird about giving it and think that everybody's just going to be okay with it.
Yeah, it's just a testament, once again, FAMU is by far, we joke and laugh and joke about it, but FAMU is by far one of our strongest HBCUs. But no matter how strong they are, HBCUs pale financially in comparison to a lot of the major general, the Harvards and the Yales and the UVAs and all.
I agree with you. You're exactly right.
The endowments that we have. So if you get a $237 million donation, that's something you're tooting some horns. Like you're like, yeah, this is a big deal.
But doesn't that make you want to do the checks and balances more to make sure that you can really lay out the red carpet and confetti?
Sure, but yes. But I think obviously in this situation, they were so excited about the opportunity to encourage other people to make that type of donation. I mean, that's huge. That's a big deal. That's it's a short race. It's FAMU, it's Hampton, it's Howard. It's quietly probably the Morgan States of the world who have the type of revenues that you're in the conversation, but it still pales in comparison. The entire endowment of every HBCU in America combined does not equal to Harvard's endowment.
I agree with you. I think I'm more offended also by a lot of the alumni who are saying, let this man give a gift. Y'all just don't know how to be thankful. No, he's embarrassing us. Because they accepted this gift without doing a proper vetting. That's what it's called. Not doing a proper vetting.
Sure.
Now FAMU looks like we're run by a bunch of high school kids who don't know how to just do a background check, who don't know how to read a website like I did. Even in Chuck Hobbs' comments, and Chuck Hobbs is a friend of the show. Mm-hmm. He's been a guest on the show multiple times. He's super smart. Yeah. And he was even saying, well, you guys, you can't judge a book by its cover. Pew, pew. Like, people in the comments saying, hey, you got to believe and trust God and have faith. You have to do all those things. But you also have to look at a raggedy Negro and say, you're a raggedy Negro. And we know you don't have $238 million.
Yeah.
Go, raggedy Negro.
So when it's all said and done, this thing was pulled down rather quickly. The embarrassment, and oh my gosh, here go our friend Angela Rod. If you can't afford to buy a new mask, sir, I can hear her saying that. If you can't afford to buy a new mask, sir, you ain't got 237 billion. Get crazy.
Wasn't there a video of her saying it? It was a video attached to this.
I'm sure. Swipe the watch. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
I heard it.
Flag. If you go back to the picture of this man at the commencement speech, anybody that was wearing a COVID pandemic related mask from the Dollar Tree and the mask is down here, It's not even on your nose. It's just down here. Mask falling. If you can't afford to buy a new mask, sir, you ain't got $237 million to give us. Like, what are we doing? What are we even talking about? Nobody vetted how he's looking at the graduation. Like, are we kidding me? He looked crazy.
Is she wrong though?
No,
is she wrong?
No, she's not wrong. I not at all. She's not wrong. So it's it's a black guy in the game. It'll go away hopefully fairly soon.
Oh, this will go away. It'll be forgotten. No one will care. By the time homecoming roll around, it'll be like who was that one guy? Remember that? It'll be a joke. It'll be a punchline for everybody at FAM.
Yeah.
But this boy, he needs to not do this again. Go off and improve your little website. Call us if you need help.
Yeah. Huh? He's already got his one hour of fame. So that's not gonna happen again. All right.
He's going to end up on the Zeus Network with a TV show.
Jesus, Mary Joseph. Oh, this dog. Next topic. All right. What's next on your mind? Just let me know when we're ready to go into how now what. I mean, this dog is bugging.
We got one more story.
What? But what other story you wanna? Can you hear Snickers losing his mind?
Yes, I can hear Snickerdoodle. Yes, God. I can hear your dog.
So embarrassing. It's like he's a thug. This little dog is a thug.
Not to make you emotional, but it makes me miss Kachif. Khalif, sorry.
No,
sorry.
Yeah, no, yes. Khalif was so calm. He was so relaxed. My little
he was the calmest dog ever.
He was the coolest dude, man. He'll snuggle up and just chill. And this little dude, I love him, but listen to him. Audience, listen to him. Like, this is the stuff that makes people know that I have a home studio. Because my dog is upstairs. And this little itty bitty 12-pound dog, if that, is lighting up the whole house. All right, let's move on.
So go ahead and pull up Harrison Buckner's speech if you got it, and I'll describe it. So Harrison Buckner is the kicker on the Kansas City Chiefs. He was invited to is it Benedict? It's Benedict something. Benedict College graduation commencement.
Yeah.
Benedict College it's a Catholic college. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is a Catholic college. It's like going to Brigham Young University, which is a Mormon school. It's like that. Yeah. But both men and women graduate from the school. It's run by nuns. It's the whole Catholic thing. He gets on stage and gives a speech, and he gives the kind of speech that makes everybody go, ooh, sir, that was...
Hey, cover girls. Plant power?
It's
a game changer. Introducing the ultimate plant...
Or expected. It was in a speech that basically downed women being in college in general because they would not be fulfilled until they became wives and mother. And those are his exact words. And he started to get emotional when he talked about his wife, saying that his wife didn't start her life until she became his wife and the mother of his children. Those are his exact words. He also railed against the delusional lie that women are told about IVF and surrogacy. I know what he's trying to say, that a lot of women put off getting married and having kids and are forced to do IVF and surrogacy, and that's not what God wants, and blah, blah, blah. He said that pride was sinful and evil, talking about Pride Month. He talked about trans and a lot of stuff that had nothing to do with graduation.
With these kids graduating from college. I just don't understand why these conservatives feel that they have the license to just tell everybody what to do. Mind your business. Like, just mind your business, bruh. You get in here in front of this graduating class. But you know what? The line is just, we just continue to see, we're at a place in our world right now. All the lines are being drawn in the sand. Like, you either over here or you over here. And they feel like they can find enough of a tribe, and it's, you look at it's just, go ahead. I'm just annoyed by this Buckner. It's just.
So I'm a stay-at-home mom. Most people know that I'm a hybrid stay-at-home mom. I am in the house 24/7 because I work from home, but my kids aren't in anybody's daycare. They are with me. They're with my mother-in-law. They're with Nanny Alexis, aka intern Alexis, all the time in the house. And I take a lot of pride in being a stay-at-home mom. I take a lot of pride in being a wife. My husband has not cooked a meal since we got together, since he tried to kill me by adding too much pepper to a curry on our second date. I have cooked every meal. I've cleaned the house. I've changed my lifestyle before the twins were born to make sure I could be there for my oldest, who, has a lot of therapy appointments.
And get
But
shout out to the graduate. Let's not just skip over that. He just graduated Friday or
yeah,
Saturday or
Devin
something.
had his graduation on Friday. It was a very proud moment for me and his dad, and his birth mother. His birth mother and grandmother were also there. So it was nice that everybody got to be there. But back to this, and I was disgusted by his speech. My life didn't begin when I became a wife and a mother. My life wasn't 100% fulfilled as a wife and mother. I know plenty of stay-at-home moms right now who are they drink a lot of wine because it's a lot being home 24/7. It doesn't make you happy 24/7 to be home. Like it doesn't make you happy to be at work 24/7 to be at home. And for him to kind of make this blatant statement, he has no idea what's happening when he's off at work on the field kicking balls or whatever it is he's doing when his wife's at home. He doesn't know if she's breaking down crying or upset or frustrated or lonely or whatever. Right. I mean, I'm a Christian too, but you can turn to Jesus for everything, but sometimes you got to turn to the bottle. That's how stressful life is as a stay-at-home mom and a wife. Like it's the reality of it. I'm sorry.
You are just full of surprises today. You are full of surprises today.
It's the desk. When I'm sitting at the desk, my brain works better. Like I'm at work, so I'm like shooting on all cylinders. But even funnier with this situation with Harrison Buckner. Now what's happening is you talk too much garbage. Now people had to go into your past and find out that your parents sent you to conversion camp. Yeah, see, his parents sent him to conversion camp. Well, and his mother is a physicist, and his dad is a banker, but his parents sent him to conversion camp to keep him from being gay because he got caught multiple times with men by 2 other girlfriends.
Oh, I missed that part. When did that come out?
Yeah, they've come out and been like, no, so I dated him in college, and he was also dating so-and-so guy, and da-da-da-da. That's what people are coming out and saying. And I believe it. When you get this hardcore religion and this hardcore, because he also talked about how men take your roles and women be okay with taking your role. When you get that hardcore about things have to be separate, that means something has happened to you. Because nobody who is a well-adjusted person, even a well-adjusted religious person, thinks that way.
Yeah,
it's well-adjusted a religious person for the most part, and the wine. But I don't think that.
Yeah,
my husband's a manly man. You're a manly man who runs your household, but your wife also is a kick-butt businesswoman.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, because I firmly believe that anything that goes wrong in my house is my fault, right? So that's just the masculine. That's just the way I've been reared. But that doesn't mean that I run any of these women in this house. They respect me. They listen to my words, but I'm not running around here telling them, you got to wear this. It's like you train them up to show a level of respect for themselves. You don't have to be running around here trying to control people. Like you raise them. I was raised right by nothing but women. Nothing but women, right?
No, I know. Yeah.
So when it comes down to, trying to control and tell a woman your life doesn't start until, I wish I would try to tell Saran, 24 years old, college graduate, living her life. Your life ain't started until you find yourself a husband. And no.
And even weirder, it's like these commencement speeches are so weird to me. Why aren't we telling people, graduates, fulfill your life how you want? Don't chase social media, ladies, specifically ladies. The Instagram models, the girls who are entrepreneurs or momtrepreneurs who are showing you the highlights of their life and not showing the reality of it. The women who are stay-at-home moms showing you the highlight reel on social media, not showing you what it's really like. Don't chase that. Be real with who you are. Men and women, be honest who you are and do what's going to fulfill you in your life.
These people,
don't be a Harris Buckner.
Yeah, I don't want to have too many conversations with or about people like Harrison Buckner because it doesn't. You hear me say, people hear me say, there's no fruit there for me. There's no fruit. You plant that seed, there's no fruit. Go over there, do you, right? Unfortunately, he's a kicker, so no woman can send some linebacker over there to make him pay for his words on the football field because he's just a kicker.
You're not even like a cool person who does a sport with his foot. Like, it's not like you're like a football or soccer player. You just kick a ball for all of 15 seconds, a couple of times during the game. You don't even get to wear a real helmet. They only make you wear a helmet because it would look weird if you don't have one. Like,
you gotta have one on. All right, we're moving on to what.
And now, let's get into the ghetto.
Of course.
What?
Yeah.
Are we broken?
There you are. And then of course, I keep saying this every week. I need to rebuild the show because for whatever reason, these doggone camera, this stuff it's not firing. I don't know why. It's not firing.
Well, can you pull up the video at least and move me off to the side?
You know what I'm about to pull. You know what I'm about to pull up. I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to pull up. Because it's I'm loving what AI. It's of course they're gonna get right when we're ready to change is when.
But body, she's a bleach blonde hair, much body, and she better not talk about nobody.
So this is a whole different conversation in the world of AI because this conversation around.
I can't hear you till you turn that off. Your audio's weird.
Yeah, until the way that people are remaking these soul songs with AI and graphics and making people say, "I remember that song." No, you don't, because that
you
song
don't. I don't remember the clapbacks
with AI yesterday. And so shout out to the creatives that are rocking this stuff. But this whole movement here, which is going on. Go back and set this up. Go ahead and set this up because Jasmine and her and what's her name?
Her name is Marjorie Taylor Greene. So Jasmine Crockett and Marjorie Taylor Greene were actually in one of the congressional meetings, not a hearing, but like their regular committees that they all sit on. They were supposed to be talking about. Let me find what they were supposed to be talking about. Let's see. They were supposed to be. Oh, Jasmine Crockett actually trademarked Bad Built Beachbody. That's funny.
I hope she did. She should be making a mint right about now.
Okay, so lawmakers were meeting to vote on holding Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress for refusing to turn over audio recordings of President Joe Biden's interview with Special Counsel Robert Greene sparked the Okay, so that's why they were supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, for some weird reason, started bringing up if a certain person had interned for the judge. Everybody in the room is all listening like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about this? And one old white guy who's there was like, is that a porn star? And like he was just completely confused why they were there. Jasmine spoke up and said, do you know why we are here? We are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this. Marjorie Taylor Greene's response was, oh, maybe doesn't know how to read because her eyelashes are getting in her way. And she made the eyelash little handprint. And that just blew up into all chaos. And AOC went straight back to the Bronx and was like, baby girl, you need to back up. If you're a business owner, then animated. And finally what ended up happening is all these women are going back and forth.
It's embarrassing to the body of, let me see if I can play this. Why am I not getting the audio? My volume's up. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I don't know why the volume's up.
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 21, the nays are 19, with one voting present.
All right. Motion table. Now the chair recognizes Ms. Greene for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
The way he topped it.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
The what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's part of the.
I'm trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
I had no idea what you just said.
We're not gonna do this.
Oh, dude with the bad hair dye job always.
You just
voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
It's just crazy. And they went to the calm down. What this clip
I hate
didn't
when
show
white women
was,
do that.
Yeah. What this clip doesn't show is that before that, she challenged, the eyelashes and maybe you can't something about your fluttering fake eyelashes. And then immediately that's when it erupted into you didn't want this smoke. You thought you did, but you really didn't want this smoke. And the House is so embarrassing. You know, and a lot of folks.
But it's embarrassing because of one person. Marjorie Taylor Greene has consistent,
There's some others in there. Yeah, the other chick from Colorado.
It is, but she has consistently gone in here and done batshit crazy stuff.
She's the worst. Okay, that's your last cuss word for today. Okay, you just.
What else am I? How else am I supposed to call it? Bat-ass crazy. She's done bat-ass crazy stuff for no reason. She has gone in there talking about Hunter Biden's private parts that nobody asked her about. She has gone in there and she has pulled up pictures of naked women. She has pulled up tweets to ask for clarification. And 2 times the tweets were upside down. She has, and then Lauren Brobart being her backup. That was Lauren Bobart's voice telling her to calm down, right?
I figured it was, yeah.
The same woman who gave a handy in a movie theater for a Beetlejuice movie.
The House is, if people don't understand, and here's the thing, it's amazing to me how many people still don't know how this works. So, civic legislature, we got 3 branches of government: executive, judicial, legislative, right? And in the legislative side, you got states that's got 2 Congress, two senators, which they got to serve the entire state. That's why you never see senators in the midst of these type of nut job type of exchanges, because they got to serve their entire states, which includes those little blue cities in all their states, and as well as these little counties. But the Marjorie Taylor Greene, she ain't got to serve nobody but them people up there in Rome, Georgia, which is north of Atlanta. And that community, which has been cut out because people from Rome, I know some sisters from Rome, and they like, Rome is not as crazy as she makes it look like. You got to make a believer out of me, because all I see is batch. You almost had me say it. Coming out of Rome. So this is insane. And these are the people who continue to get sent back to Washington to, while right now, the president of Iran just died.
Thank God.
Let me turn off. Let me turn off the what music.
Turn off what? Do you know why I just said thank God? Do you know?
I do. But I also understand that Iran is a nation of 40 million people with a real army. That if it's found out that he was assassinated, we may be in World War III very shortly.
But a lot of people are thinking he was assassinated internally by his own people. They called him, he was the butcher. They called him the butcher.
Mm-hmm.
He is responsible. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, and then he's dead. I'm not sorry that he died.
I'm not sorry he's dead. I could care
there
less.
are
about
thousands of Iranians who have been exiled, starting with the Ayatollah. That this whole regime has just continued to exile people, murder people, hang people in the streets, mass graves of people.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry that he's. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't shed a tear for him.
I'm trying to. We are at a tenuous position right now in the world that it's getting ready. We're just on the brink of world war. While we sitting up here worrying about Drake and what's his name, Kendrick beefs. What?
Okay, I got a really cool
Is there a new one? While we're worrying about that type of
There's
stuff.
no beef. I'm so sorry. Talk about more about the Iranian president is dead. And I'll bring up
I'm pretty much done with that. This is a very dangerous situation, and we need to take it seriously. What silliness you got in so we can get up out of here on a funny note?
I have the silliness that no one would have ever expected. Mm-hmm. So everybody knows Chet Hanks, right?
Who?
Tom Hanks' son, Chet. The weird one.
Is he the one that's supposed to be the rapper?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I know about him.
So Chet Hanks proved to us that his daddy, Tom Hanks, is the coolest white man to ever white man. He texts his son, "Hey, big man, can you explain the Drake-Kendrick Lamar feud to me?" Hey, big man, can you... What white man writes there? Did anybody talk to their son like that?
Tom Hanks, who I've been a fan of since the 1980s. When he was still acting on sitcoms. Yeah.
So his son wrote all of this to explain to his dad, like any of us as kids would. We explained all this to our dad.
Right.
He back, "Holy cow," which made me think of him saying from Woody, like how Woody would say "Holy cow."
Officially, he's a damn near 60 if he's not a 60-year-old man. So They use words like "holy cow." Yeah.
He said, "These are fighting words. People taking sides. Who's winning?" His son goes, "I just explained to you who was winning." But this was just so funny to me that Tom Hanks cares, notices, and is asking his son.
Tom Hanks has been that cool dude for 40 years,
He has.
man. Tom
He's
is
the best.
Tom. All right, before we get up out of here, this was, I'm going to give intern Lexus some props. Alfonso Ribeiro says his role on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ended his acting career. Duh. Like, legit. But it ain't like he's not working. It ain't like he ain't still getting checks.
But he wants to go back to acting.
Nobody's going to take you seriously, dude. You started off in this business dancing, I think, in a Pepsi commercial. Heck of a dancer, right?
Oh, yeah. He's, and a singer.
Very talented, But he's like hosting America's Funny Home Videos or something now. And
he's hosting America's Funniest Home Videos and Dancing with the Stars.
Like, why do you need to go back to acting? Those are real checks still on the 1st and the 15th.
But that's his passion is acting. And the funny thing is he's not a bad actor. He just got pigeonholed as the rich, dorky black kid. Because even before the Pepsi commercial or after Pepsi commercial, he was in Silver Spoons, right? With all the mother kids.
I don't remember his role, but I'm almost certain he was the acceptable, if not rich, black kid then.
He was a rich black little kid on Silver Spoons.
That's your name. That's what you're supposed to do with your life, Alfonso Ribeiro. You're 50-something years
old. And if he was gonna make that hard pivot, he had to make that hard pivot back when Fresh Prince was on, like when Will Smith did. When Will Smith did 6 Degrees of Separation, which was a huge pivot. And then he did Independence Day. That was all while he was on Fresh Prince.
Alfonso Ribeiro. Just like, the dude, and this is the funny thing when people talk about going back with that conversation we had with the Cat Williams and all that. People don't understand how hard it is to be a comedian or to be an actor. It's contract to contract. It's movie to movie. It's stand up to stand up, right? When you are Steve Harvey.
You're a freelancer.
Right. You're a freelancer. It's exactly what you are. If you Steve Harvey and you got a radio show and you getting paid on the 1st and the 15th, why ever stop that? Cedric the Entertainer, if you got a sick, why ever stop that? D.L. Hughley, why ever stop that? You remember Drew Carey? Drew Carey used to be this big old fat dude comedian, and he know what he did? He got the long, skinny mic on The Price is Right.
What's he doing? The Price is Right, right?
Price is Right.
Yeah.
He ain't thinking about doing no stand-up. For what? It's the 1st and the 15th. I'm getting a check. 1st and the 15th. Y'all get out there in them streets and struggle trying to write new jokes. All I got to do is sit up here and spin the big wheel.
I wake up at 8 a.m. I get to the set at 10. I'm home by 4:30 every single day.
Drinking like a fish. And I'll start over tomorrow. Man, please. Alfonso Ribeiro, you got America's Funniest Home Videos, one of the biggest franchises in TV history, been around forever. That was, for people don't know, that was viral video that we enjoy every day on Instagram before there was the internet. It's been around that long. When people used to actually send
absolutely.
tapes.
Remember when it was Bob Saget? When Bob hosted. Remember when it was Bob Saget?
And he saw cussing and drinking and changing up his whole persona. Yeah.
That Bob Saget was the dirtiest comedian ever, worse than what's his name? Oh crap, Richard Pryor. Right. Bob Saget was worse than Richard Pryor.
I ain't paying that close attention to him to know, but yeah.
I did. They had posted his stand up on YouTube, and I listened. I was like, oh my God, you really should see. But he was America's Dad, and he was hosting Funniest Home Videos. His regular check every week.
Regular check. People don't understand how wonderful regular check is. Regular check is the bomb. So if y'all expecting these people to go back and do what they did a long time ago when they got no, not gonna happen. All right, what else you got before we get up out of chair? Oh, I'm going away again. I'm going away again. Yeah, I saw that trending. That is, what is her name? Amber Rose. Is that recent? Is that going on right now? She hanging out with Donald Trump?
It's recent. She posted on her own page and said Trump 2024. Amber, you used to host a whole charity called a slut walk for women to dress how they want, be sluts, be whatever, sleep with who they want to sleep with without being judged. I think this was a very stupid thing to do, but I appreciate your efforts for equality. You think that matches the conservative movement that now you're saying supports Trump? Do you think it matches the fact that women should be able to make their own choices as women with their own bodies like you're promoting? Do you think that also lines up with abortions with what Trump is saying? Like, I get if a woman's conservative to follow Trump, but what her message is, why are you looking? You just looking everywhere. You're like,
I'm looking at what I'm looking at what I'm about to hit. I'm listening to you, but I was waiting for you to finish. But you know,
I'm done. You
goodbye.
get it. You get it.
Good night.